I live. Dark brown, like a bad brown chick. Party rolling, it ain't over till about 6. In the morning, get it going, shorty bounce it. Hey, she looking good enough to eat. Ain't no other way to put it, I'm a creep. Heavyweight, I beat that bush up till you sleep. If that shot right, you might be good enough to keep. Hey, don't judge me, that's your honor job. Tell your friends to get with me and my honor ride. Only live once, having fun, that's the bottom line. Nothing new to us, did this about 1,000 times. Girl, what up with you, the way you work deserve dollar signs. Body vicious like you on that Bali Fitness type of time. She toned up, and the days hold up. Hypnotized by the way she make it shake, I'm froze up.
Get any lady that I choose. Trust me, if I want it, I'ma get it. Someone finna make a move. Plus the list she gave me saying, come and get it.
Man, listen, man, listen, man, listen, man, listen. If let's get killed.
And I'm back once again. It's the uncle. I couldn't leave y'all for too long. I took a little vacation. I apologize for that. But you know, sometimes family, you gotta spend that quality time with them. But, you know, with that being said, I was able to pick up a lot of new music while I was away. So I'm going to run down real quick my pickups before I actually get into this dope review for Alchemist and Oh No. And it's called You Disgust Me. Kind of like the VMAs. But in any case, before we get to that, this week I picked up the Foreign Exchange new album, Tales from the Land of Milk and Honey. Very, very dope. You know, Foreign Exchange with Fonte and Nicolay. They came together years ago and created this super R&B group that we really, really appreciate. So make sure y'all go pick that up. And Philly's own Vivian Green. Vivian Green came out with Viv. We've been waiting for a few years for Vivian to come out, so we really, really appreciate that. I probably will be doing a review on that once I really dig in. And it's a group I found out about, this was maybe now a month ago, but I haven't really been able to talk about them, but they are so dope. I don't know where I've been at, but Fab 5 is just straight. If you want some real pure hip-hop, you don't want to miss out on their album, Clear Soul Forces, that was actually released earlier this year. And I cannot end this review today without speaking, you know, rest in peace to Sean Price. And also I picked up his, the album that they put out for him, Songs in Key of Price. I actually have a longer length one than the version that was released on iTunes and Amazon. So you definitely don't want to miss out on those great picks. So, you know, another thing I swear I have to address this, and it's the buffoonery of the VMAs. I mean, a horrible, and you can say what you want. I don't care. You know, I saw like a post from Big Daddy Kane, you know, and I'm going to just address Macklemore. The Macklemore situation is just, to me, is buffoonery. I don't know no other way I can even explain it. You know, he's supposed to be paying homage. I don't understand how this is paying homage to some of the greats. You know, Grandmaster Caz, Mo D, Melly Mel, paved the way, never ever got the respect that they deserve, or probably the money that they deserve for putting this culture in the place that it is right now. And it's just something that pissed me off when I was watching the VMAs, and I never watch award shows, don't get me wrong, because it's a bunch of trash, it's a bunch of bias. People just, you know, they got these people that don't know nothing about pure music, you know, rating this stuff and you know, telling us what we are supposed to like. And shout outs to Kanye West for getting up and address that. People can say what they want, but I want to shout out Kanye West for getting up and speaking his mind also. So that's enough. Buffoonery with Macklemore. Horrible. I'm not a big, I'm not going to say that I dislike everything Macklemore makes, and this has nothing to do with race. I don't want anybody to think that, but Macklemore is not hip hop, and you know, for him to think that he's paying homage to people that I consider great in this culture is buffoonery to me. So after the buffoonery, I was able to actually sit down and listen to something that was completely disappointing to me. And this goes out to all people doing hip hop music or whatever. You gotta know when it is time to let go. You gotta know when it is time to retire. And you can look at some of the rappers, that are older. Some of them still got it. I give you that. But you look at others and you be like, you know what, man? If you retired, I'm happy. Or after this last whatever you put out, you need to retire. Okay? And I'm talking to my man Method Man. Love him. Love what you've done. Love the foundation that you've laid for these rappers out here. But I got this Meth Lab, and I was actually ready to pick up some meth myself. Pick up some meth myself and just do it and wonder if that's what I needed to do in order for me to think that this is hot. Fooled me at the beginning. I'm telling you, the track comes on Straight Gutter, featuring Redman, Street Life, which he been around for years. This new boy that I never heard of anyway, Hands On, and Redman. Okay, so I'm excited. Sound like vintage woo. Gave me that whole feel. I'm like, wow, really? They still, even they put out that trash album a couple years ago, collectively as a whole. Earlier this year, Ray put out that other stuff. You gotta know when the time is up. Because after that, Bang Zoom comes on. I get like a couple minutes in, Skippies, 50 shots. I mean, the chorus sounds like it was from like 1996. I couldn't even do it. I only listened to it basically because Corey Guns is featured on it. Was waiting for him, and I still didn't even get excited. And I love Guns. The Pledge, nah, no pledges over here, brother. 2 minutes of your time. He got some lines that I'm like, is this really Meth? He said, I wrote this on the 25th, but half of y'all won't get it till the 26th? Really, Meth? The next day? I mean, come on. I don't. Okay, whatever. That was. I don't know. Sound check. The beat kind of grabbed me, and then Meth started rapping. I love the old Meth, but this just proves that it's time to retire, man. Get a security job, man. That's what retirees do. Water. The beat was kind of banging, so then of course I waited to hear the bars, and it still just didn't grab me. I was done. I was done with that. So I won't even rate Method Man. Once again, I love you, but you gotta know when it's over. I've stumbled across this. Once again, I be swearing I know about everybody, but there's so much music out here. And I'm going to be honest and say that I did not know about this guy, Thi'sl, so I went back, listened to some of his older stuff. I didn't go back to 2009, but in 2014, he had an album called Fallen King, which is actually really, really good. But what kind of made me want to listen more is he got a track with Scarface on this album. And I'll get into that a little later in the review. But Thi'sl, heavy as the head. He's from Mississippi, so everything is real. Everything, it's like positive trap music. If you can mix the two together, I really, really enjoy this album. It begins with a song called "The Comer," and it just talks about not being recognized, and he even mentions about being like the biggest star in his neighborhood, and how his mother struggled, as he grew up, and people say that all the time, but the way that he lays the track out is just dope. How she was able to make it through with him and take care of him as a young man, and the chorus is just hot on this. He got another song. It's the delay that comes on, I think, right after that, and it's just basically he's like apologizing to his fans for taking them, so long for putting out, some street music. I think years ago they was considering him as being like a Christian rapper, but he's apologizing for not putting out street music. It has a really positive message, talking to the younger generation about basically staying out the track. So I thought that was really, really dope. If you're not familiar with D1 from New Orleans, he's so hot. He on a track with Thi'sl called Flex. Dope, really, really dope. And I really enjoy the fact that he's not glorifying murdering and killing, and he would rather be positive. And if you've heard D1 on anything recently, he just been smashed. If you ain't down with D1, you better get down, because a couple while back, his track with Killer Mike, his track with what's her name, from Louisiana, oh god, Wifey's Home, I forget her name, but he killed that track. But in any case, that track is dope. Cadillac Riding, it's a nice cruising track. If y'all familiar with my reviews, I love to cruise and listen to my music. The chorus is real smooth from a guy. I think his name is Bird. If you pronounce it, it's like Bhird or something like that. But that's real smooth. Dreamers. It talks about chasing your dreams because basically your daily struggles, they kind of cloud your life. But you're gonna do whatever it takes to chase your dreams and make those dreams come true. I really thought that was dope. Another track, one of the realest songs I think I've heard probably all year, and it's called "What Are We Fighting For?" And it talks about like a feud ending in a death over like gang violence, and how his homie is locked down, and even through that, he could still do something positive with his life. And I just, when you're talking about stuff like that, once again, that's the real hip hop. That's how you let people know, what's really happening and talking about some real stuff. Really positive. I really love that. And then, as I mentioned earlier, yesterday, featuring Teresa Payne, and of course, none other than one of the best MCs in the game, still till this day, is Scarface. And like the first verse is basically a homage to like a fallen homie. And then it was something, I'm listening to the second verse, I'm like, wow, where is he going? But it talks about a 6-year-old kid that got like caught in a crossfire of a drive-by shooting, and I don't know if he was involved in it or not, but then he talks about he has a child, and if that was his child, how he would feel. It was just, it was so banging. It's just a dope concept. Scarface, sums it up at the end. Classic hood track. I never do this. In the middle of I normally just wait to the end. But, I gotta rate this Thi'sl album. This Thi'sl album is going to be a slept-on album, and it's so good. Please do not miss out on this. I got mine off of iTunes, so it's available there. I definitely have to give this a solid 4, okay? It's nothing else that needs to be said on that. Pick that Heavy as the Head Up by Thi'sl. Now, say what you want. I really don't care. I hold the title for the dopest reviews on the web. Yeah, these other boys might have a few more views than me, maybe a couple thousand more views than me, but whatever, they not breaking these albums down like the own. So, I put up the belt against anybody who's doing reviews, and I ain't talking about the reviews that's only on that Billboard Top 40. I'm talking about real reviews by real artists. I put the belt up. Okay, I'm the champ of that. When you start doing that, then that's when you come holler at me. Right into Alchemist, and oh no, you disgust me, okay? Because that's what these reviewers do when they do that top 40 Billboard reviews. Y'all disgust me, okay? Oh no and Alchemist came together earlier this year with an album called Welcome to LA. Alchemist has been putting out some good quality music, so y'all better not sleep on this, alright? But the Welcome to LA joint, dope, so they followed it up with this You Disgust Me album, and I must say, Alchemist is on top of his game, has never fell off. His catalog speaks for itself. Mobb Deep, whoever you want to go to, it runs Infamous Mob. Evidence. However, whatever you want to do, dilated pupils. The list can go on and on and on and on. Reversals, okay? That's how it begins. The production is just nuts. He does all kind of stuff with beats. Old samples. And what's really impressive to me about this album is he's spitting on this. He's actually rapping. And a song that I really, really love, and it actually got me because my man Sean Price is on it. And like I said, you go back to my Deep days, Havoc is on this with the chorus. And it's called sheet music. The beat is so eerie. It's just straight hip hop, and if you know how Sean Price rides the beats and flows, dope. Flamethrowers Part 2, again, beat just crazy, just basically throwing flows at us. Alchemist spitting. He actually got bars. I'm surprised. It's a track called The Man with the Horn. And, you kind of hear from the start, Alchemist has like a smooth flow. And it tells a story about like the highs and lows of city life and wanting to clean that up. So I thought that was really dope. Better Things is another dope track. And, even though our man has been in hiding, Action Bronson since the Ghost feud, Driving Gloves is really, really hot. The beat kind of sounds like Hawaii 5-0 mixed with like a 007 chase, so that's dope. It's not one of my favorite songs on the track, but just the production is really, really dope on there. I've been telling people about Your Old Droog. I did a earlier review on for Sean. Two of the dopest MCs out right now. He let them collaborate on a song together. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my. It's called Gluttony. And yes, you need to take all that in. You need to be a glutton for that song because it's so crazy. Another track I really, as the beat builds on this track, it just grabs you, man. The bars I'll talk about later with the bars, but the Scrap Yards. So dope. Please. Noon Chuckers, the beat, again, crazy. Hot Pillow at the end. Dope. Don't miss out on this album, You Disgust Me, by The Alchemist, and oh no. The rating that I definitely have to give for this album. Some really good albums this year. And this is up there, and right now it's teetering around within the top 10. So I definitely got to give this a 4. Peace.